Hello, my name is Owen Che and welcome to my village.
Hello. My name is Daryl. Welcome to village.
Cristo Rey Village.
Cristo Rey Village.
Greetings from Cristo Rey in Belize. We finally have the computer lab working down the street so we can send you some video. I want to point out the chicken in the background right there. I hope things are going well back at home. We just finished our final day of camp, final day in Ranchito village. We've been there for 3 weeks. Going to interview each other and just talk about some good moments and hopefully share them with you here back at home.
We've been in Ranchito for 3 weeks, but I've been there for 2 weeks and I've seen a lot of really cool things happening. The leadership here, Zach and Reed have done a really great job. The girls that were here when I got down here were awesome, running their own camps. But the guys in Ranchito, the kids have been amazing. Just watching them grow and develop and just change in such a short period of time.
Day one, pretty frustrated, pretty tired out by all the kids. Just coming from tough families, tough environments where they weren't paying attention, they weren't listening, they weren't behaving well. From that day to this, just kind of unbelievable to think about what happened.
The first week, we were just playing games, and on Thursday, they were playing, they'd wanted to play games all week, and then I was standing behind the goal, I think it was with Abby, and on the other end of the field, there's just a bunch of things going on, and Jervis comes running out of the pack, and he's smiling, doing flips, and just yelling "goal!" And it was just great to see those kids just running out and just having fun and laughing.
One of the guys helping us, Nardo Che, is 20 years old, graduated junior college, one of the best students in his class, won the national championship for his school last year. He gave the talk on teamwork just yesterday, and all the kids by far were listening to them better than any of the other coaches, myself or Reed or anyone that gave the talks. They were listening to him because they wanted to know what it was like for him as a 20-year-old Belizean.
After their second week, the beginning of their third week, there was a talk on leadership, and I think some of the guys started to get it. And they started to understand that they can make a difference, they can be leaders, they can take initiatives and work with the other guys to make each other better.
One of the kids who's probably one of the tougher guys of the camp, his name's Prisley. Just a cool guy. Loved to get to know him and kind of hang out with him the past 3 weeks. I think it was on Wednesday. Came over and asked to talk to me, so we talked for a little bit. I convinced him to go back and do the drills if I helped him, and we went through the rest of practice, just me helping him and hanging out. So it was just really cool to see the kids finally start to break down some of the walls they built up once they started getting more comfortable. So.
Randy's one of the kids that we keep talking about. He just stood out in such a huge way. Without being asked, would volunteer to unload the truck when we showed up in the morning. He would go pick up the cones that were around the field without, he would be the first. He would race to try and get the most, and several kids would run out and get him. They'd follow him, so he's a leader, and some of the other kids are seeing what he's doing, and they're doing the same thing.
When we played a game at the end of today, he ended up telling some of the guys to come over, and they asked, "We need a leader," and they said, "Randy's our leader." And so he had ended up calling some of the guys, said, "Jarvis, Adir, I need you right here, I need you right now." And this guy's 9 years old, leading these guys. You know, there was just a lot of improvement, a lot of lives, I would say, not all of them, but a lot of them changed.
Obed gave some really great talks this week, and he's really great because he brings in the Bible stories into his talks when he's talking about leadership or teamwork or whatever it is. I think that's what's important for these kids. If they can go out and play soccer and realize they're doing something that's part of God's big picture, then it's going to be even more real to them.
This was our final day, but we have Obed Lopez, Jaime Delgado, Jesus Nardo Che, a lot of Belizeans that next week they're going to be there, and they're going to be doing the camp. They're going to be playing a game against each other. We're going to be back at home, but this thing is not stopping.
On Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday, I think it was Wednesday, we were just talking about when the game was going to be. Ranchito went to San Narciso last week to play, and then San Narciso was going to come up to Ranchito this week, and they weren't really sure if they could get the goals in time and how they were going to get the small goals to the Ranchito field. And we were just kind of sitting around after practice, and they didn't really know how it was going to happen. And my thought was like, oh crap, we're not going to be able to play. And then Obed and Jaime just kind of looked at each other like, okay, we'll just do it next week. And it was just cool to know that we don't have to be here for things to happen. I mean, they're confident enough in their skills and their abilities and just the things that we've started in the kids. That kind of what the goal was, to have those Belizeans take over. It's actually happening, and it's just cool to see how that's working out.
Handing out the Bibles was awesome. Getting to call them out one by one. Been a tough 3 weeks. We reached our limit in many ways, but we spent just most of the time loving them well and trying our best with patience, and just to give them a gift and tell them about God at the end. Is something I think, talking about seeds being planted, I think we planted several seeds here.